Alright everybody, welcome back to another Dokkan video. We've got Kale in the game, guys. We've got our Dokkan event here. We're going to be going over that and just, I don't know, we're going to be doing it because I need another video for tomorrow. So, if you missed my live summon stream, it was pretty short, only about 13 minutes long. That's going to be my other video today, so go check that out. You can watch me summon for Kale. I don't know if we had good luck or bad luck. It took us about 700 stones to pull Kale, plus all of the tickets, so, you know, it is what it is. Go check that out, though, if you want to just see my reaction to some of the summons that we got there. There was some funny stuff that happened in that short amount of time, but we've got Kale's Dokkan event here. Sorry, also, I don't have the game sound on at the moment, because they're still playing, like, outros or whatever from, you know, Dragon Ball. So we've got Kale's banner here, and, you know, it gives Kale's medal. Not really a big deal. All you need these for at the moment is Kale herself. You need 77 for Kale and 35 for Frost, which is a total of 112 medals that you need to grind up in order to awaken both of them. Even if you're not summoning for Kale, which you shouldn't be, you should go ahead and just grind these medals up. One, because there's missions to do Dokkan events right now, and two, it's just nice to have the medals. That way, whenever you do eventually pull Kale, you know, inevitably you're probably going to pull Kale, you're probably going to pull Frost at some point in the future. So it'll be nice to have the medals now, just grind it up. That way, whenever you actually have her, you can just awaken her immediately instead of having to grind a Dokkan event 11 times, which is the most annoying thing in the world, whenever there's other things to be doing. So, like, right now, not a whole lot going on in the Kale celebration. Might as well spend your time grinding up some of these medals. So, we're going to be hopping into the event here. It looks like certain characters deal more damage. Looks like that's UI Goku's. Dokkan events aren't typically very hard, but if you're struggling, maybe bring one of these bonus characters into here, and, you know, they can help you out. You know, this physical UI Goku is free to play, so he's a nice option. Let's go ahead and hop in here, though, and build a team. Not really sure what kind of team I want to do. I usually just run the Ginyu Force whenever I do Dokkan events, because they are a pretty fast team, so this is just what I like to use. We'll just hop in here with this, and I should be able to turn the game sound on now. There we go. Let's just go down the item path and just collect some items. No big deal here. You know, Dokkan events are pretty easy these days. They are a far cry from, you know, at one point in the game, right, Dokkan events are actually the hardest content available. You know, like, this was the difficult content, and, you know, they've definitely had a fall from grace since then. You know, now they're just, like, this annoying thing that you have to do in order to use your units, which people really don't enjoy. We've always talked about just coming up with ways to actually buff these events and make them kind of like worth grinding, or at least faster. And, you know, people have thrown out solutions over the years as to what to do. And I think the biggest thing that they can do is just add another difficulty stage, make it like 50 stamina, and have it give like 20 or 30 medals, maybe 50, and make it not necessarily on par with like a red zone stage. You could do a red zone stage. I think that would be really good, and it'd be a great way to add, you know, difficult content into the game. I mean, how hard can it be for these guys to add like one more stage, maybe add like one more phase, and then just like tweak the numbers on this event so that it's hitting harder? Like, I can't imagine that that's a difficult task. But then, it'd be like this nice injunction of content into the game, and it would give seasoned players like me a faster way to grind up these medals, and a bit of a challenge that's fun to do. So, you know, back in the day, everybody used to do showcases here in Dokkan events, and then characters just became so powerful that you could not showcase characters in Dokkan events anymore. Now you have to hop into red zone stages, or like the Legendary Goku event. And even like the Legendary Goku event really isn't even strong enough to handle like some of these characters anymore. You'll just end up like one-shotting every single phase, and you just can't build up the character because Goku's not doing enough attacks until like the very end of the fight, or they just don't have enough health, you know, whatever. I mean, you can see here, right, Captain Ginyu, who is, you know, a year and a half old now or whatever, is just one-shotting this Dokkan event. I mean, like, you know, back in the day, you used to get some like, usage out of these things, but now it's like, you good there, Kale? Like, you hanging in there, buddy? But yeah, I definitely think that they should tack on, or they should add like a new difficulty to these things, because it wouldn't really affect free-to-play players or new players or anything. They would just continue doing the old difficulty stages. Those would still be around, but just adding like a third difficulty to these stages for more advanced players that have better box, so it's, you know, want a better challenge and like a faster way to grind these medals. You know, just add that difficulty stage, bump their numbers up. I mean, I can't imagine that that's hard. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think is the solution to Dokkan events right now? Do you actually enjoy grinding these things. What do I have to do this? I have to do this 16 times, is that right? I have to do, because what is it? It's 112 divided by 7. What is that? 16? Yeah, that is 16 times. So I have to do this Dokkan event 16 times in order to awaken Frost and what's his name? Frost and Kale. That just seems absurd, right? Like, I don't want to do that, but I have to, because, you know, that's just a requirement of the game. That's a nice dodge, by the way. Have we taken damage this entire fight, or have we just one-shot everybody as we've been going through this? Oh, man, these, you know, this used to be content. I'm telling you, you go back a few years, you go back like 2 years, even to like the release of during the 6th anniversary, you could still kind of use Dokkan events as showcase stages. That was whenever we started kind of noticing, like, you know, we still can, but then, you know, the 7th anniversary rolled around, and it was like, okay, we cannot use Dokkan events anymore to showcase characters, you know. Really, like, Full Power Frieza and Namek Goku came out, and those dudes were just erasing Dokkan events. Like, I don't even know what to tell you other than they were just absolutely curb stomping those things. So there we go. That's 7 medals out of the 112 that I need to grind up tonight. We need to get back into the stage quick. There we go. Don't listen to this song. This is copyright. We're all good. They're not going to catch me that quickly. So we're going to have this coming out. This is going to be my 10 o'clock video. I will try to get videos out of Kale in the afternoon. Well, actually, it'll probably be the evening, but it'll depend on when I get home from work. It's probably going to be a late day for me tomorrow, so if I can get a Kale showcase out tomorrow, I will try to. We'll try to get her 200% up, but we will see, so... let me know what you guys think about Kale. Let me know if you summoned for Kale, because I need to put you on the naughty list, okay? Anybody who writes in the comments that they summoned for Kale, you get put on a list, okay? I'm serious. I'm going to write a list. You're going to get put on it. And, you know, I'm going to, like, read out that list during my next summoning video or something. We're going to read out the naughty list. So, we'll also read out the nice list. So let me know if you skipped Kale, because you get to be on the nice list. The only people who have permission to summon on Kale are paying players who don't mind buying the Baba tickets. You can summon for Kale. You have my permission to summon for Kale. All right, you can do that. If you have a gift card, if your grandma just gave you a gift card, like back to school, you know, my audience or my YouTube metrics say that most of you are probably in high school or college. So, you know, if grandma just gave you a back to school gift card and, you know, you want to spend that on Dokkan, that's your prerogative. And I do think that those packs are good. And one of them does give you a guaranteed featured unit. So keep that in mind. It's 20 units and one of them is guaranteed featured. I got Physical Kid Goku, spoiler alert if you haven't seen my summons. Again, the summon VOD is up on the channel, so check that out if you haven't seen it. You know, again, there was some funny stuff going on in there. But it is what it is. I don't know if it was that funny, but, you know, it was... there was one thing in particular, maybe involving a unit on this rotation that was really getting me fired up, so... yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about Kale. I'm just, I don't know, doing this because, you know, we look at this much raw power, but I think you're amazing. Thanks, Kale. Cauliflower. Let's do this, Kale. Yeah. Should I be a like a line reader for Dokkan? You know, should I read the lines? Let me know. Oh, you know, Dokkan events, man. What do you even do? What do you do about them? You do them. That's what you do. Honestly, you know what I should do? Is I should go over the auto clicker. For anybody who is actually brave enough to stick around in this video for 9 minutes, after this run I'm going to set up my auto clicker and show you guys what I do to grind these Dokkan events out. So, you know, stay tuned for that if you want a small little auto clicker, just like, I don't know if I'll call it a tutorial, but it'll just kind of be a demonstration of how I go about grinding these events. Just because, listen, I need to have these medals whenever I wake up in the morning so that I can start link leveling Kale throughout the day. So, we need those medals quick. We should take out Khalifa on this rotation, and then I will set up the auto clicker and hop back in with it so that, again, you guys can kind of see a demonstration of what goes on while I sleep at night and I wake up to, you know, like 700 medals for Kale. The Ginyu Force team is really nice for grinding Dokkan events because it's pretty fast, so... I've secretly been trying to record videos of Ginyu versus Sin Shinron, but I only have one Ginyu on my friends list, so I get like one attempt per day. So I've secretly been recording that in the background, but it's not been going. It's actually gone okay. I've gotten to the end phase of Sin a few times. It's just a matter of getting some decent RNG with like Jason Birder. So give me a second. I'll set up my auto clicker and we'll go through it just one more time. Alright, here we go. This is the auto clicker app I use on Android. I believe this is an Android-only capability at the moment, unless you have a jailbroken device for iOS. But this is how I have my points set up, and then I just hit play, and you guys can see here that it's going to play the event for me here, and I don't have to do anything, so... these are where I have my points set up. The important thing is that you have the auto buttons on down here, the auto map and auto battle before you actually hop into the event. Otherwise, you might open your like character wheel or like item screen or something. So you just want to be careful of that. But then otherwise, you just hop into the stage and the auto clicker plays it for you. So. Yeah, I mean, that's all there is to it. These are where I have my points. I will go ahead and let this play out, and you guys can watch the auto clicker do its thing, but this is going to be the end of commentary here. Again, let me know if you guys summoned for Kale or not. You know, put, yes, I summoned for Kale, no, I didn't, or just whatever you want to put. You can be like, well, I thought about summoning for Kale, but then I thought about how I could use that money to save for, like, a beach house in the future, and so you did that. Let me know if that was you. Luckily, it wasn't too painful for me. You know, I can't really complain. We had 930 stones and the tickets, and, you know, we still have, like, 230 at the moment. So, it took about 700 stones, it seems, and all the tickets, which is unfortunate that I didn't get them on the tickets. I didn't really get anything for the tickets this time, so... that's kind of an L, but it is what it is. You know, that's the curse of playing a gacha game and trying to make sure that you have every character so that you can do content on them. So, you know, I will say that if you are an aspiring Dokkan YouTuber, you know, it's not cheap unless you're using a private server. But, you know, listen, I understand people who use the private server. I'm not a big fan of it personally. You know, I don't think, like, I have no ill will towards people who use it. I have ill will towards, like, the private server concept itself, just because, I don't know, it takes away players from the actual game, right? And I want to see the game succeed. Obviously, because I'm kind of investing in the game myself by basing my YouTube channel around it. So, you know, I do have an interest in the game doing well, so... You know, again, I have nothing against people who use it, you know, whatever. I understand it's a great tool for people who may not be able to afford the game and, you know, want to try out the units. I get it. So, it's not, you know, it's a hate the game, not the players sort of thing. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. Ginyu, yep, there we go. I want out of here, buddy. You know, we got, what are we at? We're at 21 medals. We've got, we got 91 more to grind or something. That's, you know, 13 more times in this event that we got to do. So, let me know what you guys think about Kale. I'll try to get showcases out. The way I like to do showcases, if you're new around here, is I like to do 55% level 10 link showcases. So I typically don't do a, like, 55% level 1 link showcase, just because, like, I like to summon for the character, and then I awaken them. I try to awaken them before I go to bed. That way I can link level them while I sleep. And then I just don't have time in the mornings to record like a showcase before I go to work. So then I just link level throughout the entire day. And usually I can get them done by the time I'm home. It just depends on how long I work or how long I'm out that day and like my RNG. But typically I can be pretty close to done before I like I have to record another video for the next day. So that's typically how I do things, and I just get them up to, you know, whatever percentage I have them at. In this case, Kale's going to be at 55%, so she'll be at 55% level 10 links, and that's where we're going to do our videos. So, again, I don't recommend you summon for Kale. The only reason I'm doing content on her is just to show people who maybe did do a Hail Mary. We're going to go through, like, you know, how to build her team right now, which is not very good. Luckily, her restriction is that she only needs one other, like, Universe 6 ally on the team, which we can make work. So, you know, I'll do my best to get some good showcases out for her. But yeah, we're going to go through, like, team building, her partners, just overall unit review like I usually do. So stay tuned for that. We're going to watch the auto clicker do its thing, and then I am going to sign off. So again, I say it every video, and I really do mean it. It's not just a sign off. Whenever I say thank you guys for watching, I really do mean that. And I say it 100 times because I really want to instill in you guys that I am very grateful for you all watching. So thank you guys so much for watching. Gals too. Anybody else, you know, that like any, you know, guys, like, listen, guys applies to everybody. Okay, listen, that's like the informal guys. All right, like whenever it's like y'all, right? You know, instead of saying y'all, I just say you guys. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all of you, and I'll catch you guys next time.